Good afternoon, YouTube. What's going on? Happy Saturday to everybody out there. It's a scorcher here in the middle of the Sonora Desert. Very hot day. Just went and saw a movie with the family in a nice, cool, air-conditioned movie theater. The movie was pretty awful. Captain Underpants. I wouldn't recommend it. But anyways, I got my part of a trade. It was kind of an interesting trade. I mentioned in a video that there was a car that I was interested in getting. I don't collect a lot of super treasure hunts, but there are 2 to 3, sometimes maybe 4 or 5 every year that I'm interested in getting. And this guy hit me up on Instagram. He's a subscriber of the channel, and he's got an awesome collection of his own. And he was interested in a Mercedes Kyosho, which I only have four Kyosho Mercedes, and really wasn't looking to trade one. And he said, you know what, I'm going to send you the car. Just send me something, surprise me. So I got his box today. I haven't opened it. Well, I mean, I cracked it. I haven't broken it open yet. But Paul Rozell, shout out to you. Got a small flat rate box. And here we go. Oh, wow. Looks like we got some loose cars. All wrapped up, very well packed. So we're just going to go through this one at a time and see what we get. That is an awesome packing job. And I like how they're individually wrapped. That definitely protects the cars. That is very cool. I have no idea what this is from. It's definitely a Hot Wheels. Maybe a garage car. I'm sure some of you guys probably know better than I do. That is cool. It's an interesting wheel combination. The base has not been drilled. So this must have been how it came from Mattel. Usually when I see these off-road tires on the back of these Baja Beetles, the tires on the front seem to be a little smaller. Unless that's just me imagining things. But that's an awesome looking car. Really cool color combination. And I definitely dig Real Rider Hot Wheels. And this is one that I don't have, so... Oh man. What? That is sweet. That's a Johnny Lightning. I've never seen this one before. I've seen the casting, but I haven't seen this variation of it. That is cool. Metal on metal, rubber tires with tread, Goodyear tires, got the stars and stripes. So as I'm opening these cars, Paul, I'm going to get your box out on Monday. I'll get you tracking. Collecting for Ben, yours is also going to go out Monday. I'll get you tracking as well. Actually, I may not send you track. Well, I guess now that you know what's going on, I probably will. Another Johnny Lightning. These are nice Johnny Lightnings too. These are metal on metal with rubber tires. This is cool. Johnny has a 67 Camaro. I'm not the biggest fan of that casting. I do like the 69 though. They do a nice job with this car. Really, I think everybody that has a 69 Camaro does a good job with it. M2s is pretty nice. The Hot Wheels 69 is pretty nice. And the Johnny 69 is pretty nice. And honestly, I'm not a fan of any of the 67s, really. The Hot Wheels one doesn't really do it for me. The Johnny Lightning one I think is worse because the wheelbase on it is so just not right. Oh, this is sick. This is you know, I have a couple of these in the 1950. I don't know if mine are 55 or 56, but I do not have the 57. So that is cool right there. Johnny Lightning was the first to do the detailed die-cast in this scale, at least on a mass production level. And actually, you know what? I have right here next to me the M2, so we can do a quick side by side. And I'm not gonna lie, the M2 is nicer. Those of you that watch know I'm not a huge fan of M2. I don't think M2 is scaled. I don't know. They say 1:64. I know they're pretty close, but I don't know. I think that might be a little bit big. But there's your Johnny Lightning against your M2. Pretty much the same exact car. Just different manufacturers. Definitely different size and scale. Pretty cool little side-by-side though, I think. One thing you can take to the bank is that Johnny Lightning is going to last a lot longer. Oh, that is cool. You know what? I've been wanting one of these. I have this casting, but I don't think I have it with... Well, maybe I do. I know one of the ones I have is plastic tires. I might have one with rubber tires. This one's a lot nicer, though. This color is awesome on this. It's the Johnny Lightning AMC. Oh, AMC Javelin from the Tomei era. Alright, wow, this thing is awesome. That is a cool super treasure hunt right there. That is cool. And the card is like totally mint. The corners and every... Oh man, I almost hate opening this. But I'm going to, because that's what I do. This card is flawless. Ooh, this is going to be cringeworthy cracking that one open. Some of you guys may not like it too much. While I open the Super, I have two other cards I'm going to crack open too. This is going to be kind of a chase cracking video. I'm going to do a green machine, an ultra red, and a super treasure hunt. The super treasure hunt came courtesy of Paul Rozell on Instagram. I'm not sure, he might actually have a YouTube channel too. I should check that. He might have one. There we go. Alright. So, I'll start with the green machine here. You guys saw it in last night's video. It's the Blue Collar Collection. Postal Police. I'm cracking this open. I don't care much for it, but I'm not going to get anything for it. It's just not a valuable green machine. And with that being the case, I figure I might as well throw it into my collection. I've got quite a few loose green machines. Probably, I would say, around 100 of them. The Postal Police. That's an interesting concept. I wasn't aware that there was such a thing as the Postal Police. I'm not sure what they do, what their jurisdiction is. There's your license plate. U.S. government. I don't know what all of that says, but this is actually a casting that I like from Greenlight. The Ford Explorer or Ford Police Interceptor. I think it's actually billed on this as the police Interceptor, Ford Interceptor utility. But it's also a Ford Explorer. There are some civilian models of this that have come out in the hitch and tow, I think, country roads. But it's actually a very well done casting. It does have insert headlights and taillights, which goes a long way for adding realistic detail. Let's see if this license plate is any more legible. New York? I don't know. Anyways, it's pretty cool. We've got the red, white, and blue. Good theme. Matches up with the Shelby Daytona that I just got. I like the light bar on this one too. It's nice and simple, but still has the red and blue. Another thing too, this is the lowest number green machine I've ever found in the wild. I do have a number 1, but it's not a green machine. And I have probably 5 or 6 that are numbered under 10. But this is the lowest one I've found in the wild. So that's really cool. So take a look at that as it spins while I get the next one ready. The next one won't take nearly as long because it is just a blister on a card, not a clamshell that has to be cut open. I like Ultra Reds. My favorite Ultra Red is the Roadrunner. My second and third favorite are the Cadillac DeVille and the Cadillac Eldorado. Some other Ultra Reds that I really like is the Cutlass, and I like the Cuda quite a bit. I like the 70 Impala, and I like the Country Squire. But this is probably my, outside of the Roadrunner and the Cadillacs, this is probably my favorite Ultra Red that they've put out. And I had this once upon a time. It's from Series 2, and there have been other Ultra Reds come out, but this was back when the Ultra Reds, they had to have white somewhere on it to be considered an Ultra Red. That's not the case anymore, but that was the case back during this time, which this has a copyright date on the card of 2013. So anyways, this, you've seen these lately with the brown, and in my opinion, I just think the white just looks so much better. Now, one that I would be curious of seeing if they do it is one of these Ultra Reds where this is white to put that wood grain. I think that would be really cool. I'm not sure if the new ones have that or not. But I'm an opener, so this is another card that is totally minty. A totally flawless card. It's not even warped. Nothing wrong with it. We don't care here at Heavy Metal. Don't care about the cardboard. Just gets in the way. Now, one thing I can show you about this, being from Series 2, you know, these boxes are great for storing the cars if you're unable to keep them all on display. The new Auto World, you can leave the car in the molding and it slides right in, but back in Series 2, they were too big. The land yachts and the muscle wagons would not fit. Now they have since changed to that, so any Kingswood that you get now in 2017, it will fit in the box. So it's a really cool feature to have because then the car doesn't move around in the box. And, you know, I see people throw the cars in these boxes without the molding as if they don't know that the molding can be used in the box. So it's a really cool feature that people should take advantage of. Anyways, let's give this Ultra Red a closer look. This thing is just gorgeous from diecast. Amazing. I just watched Race Grooves this morning. He did a review on some new Auto World cars. I don't know how old the video was, probably a few weeks. but with his lighting and his camera, you know, it really gets up close to the detail. And it was good to watch that video because it reminded me how amazing these cars really are. I mean, that is stellar. That is just such a cool car. Lot of detail, headlights, taillights, all the trim. The proportions on these things are as accurate as you're going to find in 1:64 scale. It's right up there with Tomica Limited Vintage, but it's going to be more accurate than your M2 and your Greenlight. And so, well, let's move on to the next one, which happens to be another station wagon. This is the Super Treasure Hunt that came from Paul Rozell. This is one that I've been interested in adding to my collection, but quite honestly, I've never really come across this. It came out before I started collecting, and I haven't really come across it from another collector for a possible trade. So happy to add it to the collection. And here it is. It's a 64 Chevy Nova station wagon. It's going to go really nice with the pink Chevy 2. That Spectraflame paint. Got the Steelies on it. Just really, really cool. We don't need cardboard. That is cool. You know, sometimes, I mean, we know with the auto world in the background, the detail's amazing, but sometimes simple is also good. Look at that color. I'm a sucker for Spectraflame paint. Look at that. That is cool. Got the hood tampos. Take a look at this. Oh. Little muscle wagon. Come on, focus. There. So, little chase car cracking review. Green Machine Ultra Red Super Treasure Hunt. There's no point in my house. No point in keeping them in the package. I watch too many Pooch Man videos. They don't do you no good in the package. No good in the package. And I bought into it. And now I'm a sucker for life. There you go. See if the motor on this thing is strong enough to turn these 3 heavy cars. Red, white, and green. That looks pretty bad. Anyways, that's how I'm going to do it today. Cracking open chase cars. Haven't done any hunting in a while. Got some other things that I got to do. Other things came up. Expenses that I got to handle. But, always fun to get boxes in the mail of stuff that you're really not sure what it is. So, thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. The Ultra Red was an eBay purchase. It came showed up pretty quick. It came from Yonkers, New York. Bought it on eBay, and I thought was a pretty fair price, considering this one doesn't really show up too often anymore. So scooped it up, and I'm glad I did. I do like the older Ultra Reds with the white. I just think they look a little better than the red ones with the brown. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will holler at the next video. You all have a good rest of your weekend.